Hello everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Phoenix Draconis coming with you with another video toy review. Now, this toy review is brought to you by the kind people over at Buddy's Toys and Collectibles, located off of 2814 Thousand Oaks in San Antonio, Texas. Now, we are presenting today Transformers Generations Arcee. Now, I know this toy is a little bit dated, by a few years. But as you can tell, this is one of these figures that comes with a exclusive IDW comic to introduce the character. Now, for those of us that pretty much are longtime Transformers fans, we first saw Arcee appear in the 1986 The Transformers the movie, the original animated movie. She was a very, very good character. During the 80s, though, they never did create a figure. But then again, for all we know, there probably are some third-party figures out there. I do recall that Skullface had an old G1 version of her. At least when I saw his video reviews of the more recent, third-party, masterpiece style Arcee. But before I go ahead and start going off track, let's go ahead and take a little bit more view of Arcee. So I'm going to turn her around, and we're going to go ahead and read her bio. So let's try and focus on that. There we go. Now, Arcee is one of the most dangerous Autobots. Despite her comparatively small size, she believes the Decepticons must be stopped at all costs. That belief, combined with her combat training, makes her a pure warrior, a hunter who mixes speed and sudden action to strike Decepticon targets whenever she can. Now, with Arcee, I have noticed a lot of change in this particular character, and especially with the IDW comic, she has become a very, very dark character, despite her feminine appearance. And anyone that's ever combated a woman will probably, will have, a few words to say about that. That the old saying is true: the female of the species is much more dangerous than the male. Now, yes, I'm going to go ahead and showcase some of the box illustrations, photos of Arcee with her Energon blades, as well as one of her weapons and her vehicle mode. Now, here we have, the basic tech specs, which puts her strength at a 7. Her intelligence, I believe that is a 6. Yeah, I would say that would be, at a 7, I think. Nope, I was wrong. It was a 6. Her speed at a 7, her endurance at 5, her rank at 5, her courage at a 7, her fire blast also a 7, her skill a 9. Not bad at all. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this packaging around, and in a moment I'm going to go ahead and showcase the vehicle. It's, Arcee in vehicle mode, so stand by. Okay, so as you can tell from the box, I did not open Arcee. This was supplied to me by the good people over at Buddy's Toys and Collectibles, as I mentioned earlier. By the way, if you mention this video, you will probably receive, I'd say 8 to 10% off of your purchase. So there'll be a little bit of a discount on there if you mentioned, that you heard about them through, Phoenix Draconis' video. So, hey, hooray for discounts. Anyway, here we have Arcee in vehicle mode. Now, everyone, we've all seen, her in robot mode. Now, we have her in vehicle mode. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and see about transforming her into robot mode. So one of the first things we are going to go ahead and do, so I'm going to go ahead and try and show this while upside down. And go ahead and open up her midriff section and twist it up like so. And there she is. That's her. No, I'm just kidding. Now we're going to go ahead and number one, remove the weapons that are here and here. So these are on pegs, and they're pretty tight when you stick them in there. So there's one of her blasters, and of course, in order to release the other one, you can probably either pull up her arms like so, and there you go. Now we're going to go ahead and release the other one. There we go. So now we got her hands released, but you know, we need to go ahead and continue on. So alrighty, so let's go ahead and move her feet forward, and we're going to collapse them in like so. Now do the other one with the other leg. Snap that puppy out, and as you can tell, you can snap in, and there we go. Legs. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and there we go, snap her chest piece. We're going to move her arms down. I forgot to do that. Move her arms down, snap her chest piece. Now the back end, her trunk section, is going to go underneath here. It's going to lay flat on her ass. Yes, I said ass. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and snap this in the back, so we can go ahead and snap the front portion, and there we go. Still mean to go ahead and touch on her crotch. Alright, so there is Arcee in robot mode. Alright, now as you can see, since I got the light facing overhead, you know, she's casting some dark shadows, but you can see the light piping is very, very good. I mean, that is so awesome. Now, I did notice there is a neck on her face, but I think it's probably because of her previous owner. But you know what? I think it gives a character that, you know, she just, where it's just there. You know, she's been in battle, she is nicked during combat. Hey, not bad. Now, thing about Arcee, one of the things I like about this character is her posability. I mean, she is awesome. So, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go ahead, stop the camera so I can put this on the tripod once again, and we will be right back. Alright, so here we are, and you know, we're about to go ahead and check out the articulation. Now, her arms are on a ball joint. Now, because of the backpack, you can't really do that whole, unless you're pretty much twisting it here. Now, she does have bicep swivel. She does have some really tight, you know, elbow crunches here. So she can be able to pose. And dancing, she's dancing, hey. Okay, so, and not playing around. Now, her head's on a ball joint, as you can tell. And the light piping, you know, is pretty good, as you saw earlier. You know, I'm pretty sure. So, and of course, you know, she can, Her legs can go out doing a rocket kick. Can't really go back, but she does have a good, knee bend there. And she can, knee bend up. She does have, a type of ankle tilt for her feet. Now, because of her wide hips, it can only go so far unless you go ahead and unhook here and swing out, which is normally done for transformation, and swing out. So she can be able to go ahead, and if she's put on a stand, she can go ahead and do like a type of kung fu kick. Ha! It's got pretty good uses. I may go ahead and do some photos of her while she's in this with a stand and stuff. Now of course she does have her primary weapons, which hold it very, very well. So just like, yeah. Now I have seen the video reviews for the third-party version of Arcee known as Arcee from Wei Jiang, and I like it. It's a good homage to Generations Arcee here. The only thing that I probably have a gripe, and I think everyone else does, is the fact that her hands are molded the same way as in the original figure. But all in all, she's got good posability, and they were able to do something about this tail backpack and this, so that way it kind of looks like how she did in the G1 series. They if nothing else, they turned it into a like a type of shield of some kind. But tell you the truth, I really didn't like it all that much. But hey, it's not all that bad. So let's go ahead and see. Let me readjust once again. I know I'm readjusting a lot, but hey, I've had this figure for a couple of years now. I've fought the urge to rip this baby open and whatnot, and then when I saw these over at Buddy's, it's like, you know what, I need to do it. Now the only thing is that in this case, unfortunately, they weren't able to find the Energon swords. But you know what? It's only in the IDW comic that she actually ever uses them. In the original G1 series, she used, her pistols. So I like it like that, But let me go ahead and wrap up this review. And I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and post up some of the pictures that I've done previously, of Arcee. And if you have any, I mean, if you have the chance to go ahead and get this figure, whether it's through like an online seller like Big Bad Toy Stores or TF Source, I would say go ahead and get it. Or if by the off chance, even if you pick her up loose, she is a good find. I pretty much would rate her I would say a 9 out of 10. Mostly because she doesn't have all her weapons. But other than that, she is an awesome figure. To have her posability is awesome. Like I said, I took a few pictures earlier, so I'll post those at the end of the video. So there she is, folks. We have Transformers Generations Arcee, and whoop, there we go. All right, now there she is, folks. Arcee. This is Phoenix Draconis coming with you with Transformers Generations Arcee. So if you have any suggestions or any, if you want to see something different, if you have any opinions of any kind, leave them in the description or leave them in the post down below. And I'll see you guys on the flip side. Peace out.